Everybody, just wanted to record a quick intro to this module for you. And I wanted to point out just a couple of things. One is that, as you will see, at the center of this module is the collaborative research project. My idea here is that this module builds on the previous ones, as always. In the first one, we studied mostly theory. In the second, you've talked about an issue and briefed everybody on it. Now it's time to do some independent research. And I wanted to also make a point about the research project, a couple of points. One, it's a collaborative project. You will work with one or two other students, and the reason for that is because collaborative writing has become a standard in our field, and that you will barely ever anymore see publications in journals, for example, that are single authored. The reason for that is because writing studies research have come to rely very heavily on primary data collection, such as interviews, surveys, observations, combination of those things, not so much on theoretical book research, even though that still exists as well. And so in order to carry out such primary research, data collection, and analysis projects, you need to have collaborators, you need to have a team of people. So learning how to work in a team with other writers is a very valuable professional skill as well, which, as some of you already know, those of you who work, you will have to do a lot of collaborative work as well in the workplace. So again, just keep in mind that this research project, which I explain in more detail later in this module, both in video form and in text form, will be collaborative, and it will involve the collection of some kind of primary data to try and answer a research question that you will have created. And lastly, I wanted to make a point about this module that, as you will see, we will start by reading selections from this book about research methods in writing studies, and thinking about what writing studies methods seem attractive or useful or relevant to you. And then after that's done, we will begin working on the project itself, which will take us several weeks, pretty much until the end of the semester, with the exception of one last week, which is for reflection. And finally, you will notice that the final draft of this research project will be due during exam week, which is December 6th. Our class technically ends on December 1st, and then there's exam week. And since we don't have an exam in this class, I thought I'd make the final draft of this project due after everything else is completed, and that's on December 6th. So you have like an extra, almost a week after the peer review to revise this final version of your project. So that's it for this video. So keep reviewing the first pages of the module. Look at the description of the research project first, and then begin working on the first reading and discussion assignment. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.